How do I bring up to my partner that I want to change our sex routine? Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality, and I'm from Eros coaching. A lot of people start to feel that sex kind of gets into just going through the motions, and they feel that they're in some kind of a sexual rut or sexual routine. They're feeling that they're getting bored. They want to spice things up. They don't know how. So my first suggestion is don't try to do too many things at the same time. Don't. It can be too overwhelming for your partner. They start to get really nervous or afraid or suspicious, even though they don't have any reason to do that. So one of the first things you can do is own the fact that you are bored with sex and you want to change things, make it better. So you own that fact, and then you look at what is it that you would like to do differently. It's really useful if you take out a piece of paper and you write it down. So list down all the different things that you would like to try, you haven't tried, and you're thinking might help the situation, that you have a desire to do it. So this is kind of like brainstorming. So don't even think about whether your partner will be open to it. Just write it all down, kind of like a sex bucket list. And then what you do is you go through the list and you rank them by difficulty. So which one is easy, which one is difficult. Then you start thinking about what you can do to implement it. So the harder ones, don't even think about it for now. So then the easier ones that you think your partner is likely to agree to do, what you can do then is bring it up to your partner. And maybe you want to rehearse it in your head. Maybe you want to practice with articulating it with a friend. I have clients who actually also practice communicating with their partner with me. So going to someone who's sex positive can be useful. And having practiced that conversation, make sure the way that you do it is you do it in a lighthearted way, you do it in a positive way, and you do it with a sense of fun. And that's always the option for them to say no. So one way I do it is I suggest to my partner, I say, hey, you know, I've always wanted to try doing this, and I was wondering if I could do it with you. That's it. Just say I've always wanted to, or you can say I'm curious. You can say, oh yeah, I read on this book that I thought, maybe we could try this, or a magazine or online article that, I was wondering it might be interesting if I could try it, or we could try it. So just say that, and don't say too many things. So you can also bring it up after sex. You can bring up after sex, and you can say, hey, the next time we have sex, maybe if we can try this. And then the time before sex, just before sex, you can say, hey, remember last time I talked about trying this? How do you feel about trying this today? That's it. So in order to get what you want, you need to ask for what you want, and you need to be clear about what you want, and you need to also understand why you want it. So if your partner would ask, why? And then you say, because, I, blah, blah, blah. So give a little explanation as far as possible why you really want to do it. So this opens up the conversation for your partner. Another way of introducing something new into your relationship is you can actually do a little debrief after sex. So you could ask your partner, how was it today? What was good about it? And then the third question I usually like a lot is, well, what else would you like to try the next time? Would you like to try anything new the next time? And then what could I do next time to make you feel better and happier? And so you're getting feedback out of love and concern. And when you start to do that, it opens up communication for your partner to perhaps also ask you how they can pleasure you. And this is a time when you can say, I'm actually thinking that I feel we always do the same thing, and maybe I would really like if you can try some new things. And what do you think about that? So that would be a good time to talk about it. So do a little debrief, and the questions are, how was it today? What did you like about it? What would you like me to do more of or less of next time? And then maybe if there's an opening, what else would you like to do? And I really like to ask the question of what would you like to do but you have never done. So that really opens up a communication with my partner. And it's okay to know that whatever it is that comes up, you can always say, I'm not comfortable with that right now. Let me think about it. Let me feel into it. You don't have to say yes to every single thing your partner talks about either. So when you are mentally and emotionally prepared and you open up the dialogue, remember it's a communication, and it takes time for people to open up. So this is when you can start being your coach in your own life. So I hope this has given you some food for thought, and I love to hear from you. So post your comments, questions below. And of course, if you prefer, you can email me at ask@eroscoaching.com. That's where I'm looking forward to questions relating to love, sex, and life. And I'm making little videos in response to them. So in the meantime, stay well, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get every single one of my videos.